Geoff, we're gonna start cooking.
The difference between German and US grocery stores. Here we go.
Food.
Well, hello, I'm Geoff.
And I'm Alex. And we're two Americans who've been living in Germany for over 10 years. And we're here to spread and give you guys some information about what it's like to live in Germany as Americans. If you want to visit or plan to move, hopefully we can help. If not, then I don't know.
Not much we can do for you.
Not much we can do for you.
But before you decide if there's anything we can do for you, hit that subscribe button. It's down below. It'll help you receive cool videos like this one. And please don't forget to buy the like button a bottle of Old Forester, help them out.
How about the like button? Most hate it. I hate it. Don't like going. And that's the grocery store.
Really hate going to the grocery store?
Not a fan.
Sometimes it's fun when you got when you want to try a new recipe and going down, seeing what kind of ingredients you can whip up.
I just get so frustrated. There's always that one thing I can't find. Always, especially in German grocery stores. But there is a big difference between the American grocery store and the German grocery store. Huge.
And one of the differences is the hugeness.
Is the hugeness.
Because if you've been to the States, you've noticed probably that American grocery stores are the size of a football field, if not larger. You walk in and there's 30 different aisles. And these are just massive, massive stores with huge parking lots. I once was working as a driver when I was 18 for a group of Russians, and they wanted to grab some coffee. I dropped them off at the grocery store. They walked out 2 hours later with nothing in their hands and said there was too many options to choose. So...
especially in a city like Berlin, there's lots of grocery stores, but they're a lot smaller, really pretty much
small.
If you're American, think about the cereal aisle in your local grocery store.
Think about the studio apartment you had when you were going to college.
Yeah.
That's about the size of the grocery store. And we're not fully exaggerating. German grocery stores are very, very tiny.
We're half exaggerating.
Yeah.
Is there a word for that?
Now, of course, there are larger German grocery stores.
They exist.
Especially when you get to the outskirts of cities, but within cities, like within Munich, within Berlin, within Cologne, you're mostly going to find these small to slightly almost medium-sized grocery stores. Those are the norm.
There's a grocery store always on your corner. You're going to find one. It's very easy.
Yeah, that's kind of the difference is in America, the grocery stores are bigger, but there are fewer far in between. And in Germany, they're smaller, but every couple blocks, there's one.
Right.
So usually within a stone's throw from your house, there's a grocery store.
And if you live in a city, you're going to be going 3 to 6 times a week because you don't have a car. You're not taking all your stuff with you.
6 times a week? You go every day?
Almost every day, yeah.
Okay. The average Berliner does not go to the grocery store. Maybe Alex? I would say more 2-3 times a week at most, you're going to be going to the grocery store.
It's a lot more often than in the States. In the States, you go once a week, get all your stuff, and go back the week after. Here, you can only take as much as you can carry back with you, as much as you can put on your bike.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're using your bike or you're using a backpack. You don't have a car. And also, when you get to your house, your fridge is about half the size of an American fridge, and you don't have all the pantry space. So it's not like you're going on a Costco run and loading up for a month. Here, you're loading up for the next 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, exactly. And an interesting thing, I think, here in Germany, there are morely national chains. So you have your Aldi's, which you know in the States. Aldi, I think Lidl is also in the States sometimes.
Yeah, Aldi, you probably didn't know this if you're shopping at one in the US, but it's actually a German company. And Aldi actually owns Trader Joe's, which is a big American chain as well.
So we get some of Trader Joe's stuff over here at the Aldi.
Absolutely. Now, before we continue, I might need some whiskey. Ooh, hoochie mama.
Say hoochie mama. Don't say hoochie mama. Lots of different grocery stores. Aldi, Lidl, Netto, Rewe, Kaufland, Edeka.
But what you're saying is there's a lot of different types of grocery stores, which you probably don't care about. But what you care about is the difference between these grocery stores. Some are discount grocery stores, and some are much more higher-end grocery stores in which every item will be 50 cents to €1 more, which can add up. Especially if you're going to the grocery store 2 to 3 times or 6 times a week, like this guy.
If you're looking to spend €3.50 on butter, you go to these ones. That's your Edekas, your Revas, your Kauflands.
Yeah, but if you want the cheap stuff, you go to Netto, Lidl, Aldi. Those will keep you on your budget.
If you want to be like a real person like us, and not nose up.
One of the major differences you're going to find in a German grocery store compared to an American grocery store is the variety. Now, of course, since these grocery stores are so much smaller, there's not going to be 15 different kinds of peanut butter, 18 different kinds of cereal. Like basically what you're looking for, there's going to be 3 options of that instead of 20 options of that.
So choose your grocery store and choose wisely. But really, it's just the one on the corner of your street. You don't really have a choice.
Yeah. So, but if you move to Germany or you're visiting, we've noticed there's actually a funny kind of like American corner in grocery stores.
Yeah.
You'll be in the cookie section. There'll be, the German cookies, and then something called American cookies, and it has an American flag on it. And then when you're in the looking for a loaf of bread, there's a normal loaf of breads, and then there's one that says American bread. And now, of course, it's bigger slices of toast than the smaller German slices of toast.
The toast. In Germany, the bread we know, they call it toast. And the bread they know is like real good baked bread. Speaking of bread, Geoff, another really cool thing, even at the discounter grocery stores, is they all have, I think, I've never been to one that didn't have one really.
Me neither. Yeah.
They all have fresh baked breads and baked goods.
Yeah, baked
all fresh.
On site.
On site, right there. And they have these automatic bread cutters. You put your bread in there, press a button, blah, 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 blah.
Guys,
cut your bread up.
It's very cool.
It's so cool. It's honestly the coolest thing.
I mean, because you get your fresh loaf of bread, which is uncut, you put it in the machine, and you get to choose how wide you want each of the slices of bread to be. You put the setting on, close the door, cut it, and in 3 seconds, it has sliced the bread for you. I've never seen that in an American grocery store. They might exist, but I would say on the norm are not there.
And sorry, Americans, it's all in the metric system. It's not imperial. Can't get half-inch slices. That's actually one of the best things about the grocery stores here is you can always get fresh baked bread even if there's not a good bakery near you. Like, is a bakery better? Of course. But this is still really good bread.
Yeah, it's really not half bad. Now, once you've gathered all your items, I think one of the biggest differences you're going to notice...
Everyone's going to tell you about. I think I know where you're going.
Now, let's set the scene. If you grew up in the U.S., going to grocery stores, there's the cashier, and next to the cashier, there's a good 5-foot-long space where after she scans your items, all of your bags are going. And depending on where you're at, there might even be a guy or gal who bags your items for you. But if not, there's all this space for all your bags and items to sit while you slowly bag your items, and there's enough room for the next person to go in. In Germany, it's different.
No, in Germany, take all of that. It's like the upside down world.
Yeah.
And that's Germany. So you have one person, all the cashiers, they sit, which is nice, not to stand all day.
Yeah.
They sit.
They will not bag anything.
And this is how they bag. They just go, beep, 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 beep. I'm not exaggerating. It's literally beep, 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 beep. They're absolute professionals. And they scan really, really quickly. And then as they're scanning, you're trying to get everything to your bag as quick as possible. And they ask card or cash. And you're still bagging everything. You say cash, cash, cash. No card. Just get card. And so you're going. And then they're done. And you boop your card. And you keep bagging your stuff. And then they give you the receipt, and then next person's coming off. They want to bag their stuff, but you're in their way now.
No, but you shouldn't be.
But you should be. You should be out there.
Once you've conducted the payment transaction,
you're done.
You should be already out of there. Now, the space beyond the cashier or the Kasse, as I say in Germany, instead of being 5 feet, is about this much space. They do that on purpose because they don't want you hovering there for a long period of time.
Don't linger. You're not here to linger. You're here to bag groceries.
Now, usually, along the wall next to the Kasses, there is a long table along the wall. And that's for you to take your items, throw them on the wall, and then for you to bag them at your leisure over there away from everyone else so you don't hold up the line.
Exactly.
So they expect this Olympic speed from you. And honestly, in the beginning, I hated it. It really bothered me. But over time,
I'm into it now.
You get used to just bagging really, like you have your bag open, ready to go before it's even your turn in line at the cashier, right?
Yeah, for sure. And don't always bring a bag with you because they're not going to provide one for you. There are some you can buy, but they cost like 25 cents. So bring your own bag because you'll save some money and you don't want to be shit out of luck after you've already paid and you have nowhere to put all of your groceries. Yeah. Happened to me once before.
Yeah.
Not a very happy Frau Netto, as we call these people, the cashiers.
Something that we forgot to mention is the easy-to-use Pfand system at German grocery stores. Now, Pfand means deposit, as in the recycle deposit. Just check the bottle or can of beer, soda, or juice for this symbol. Of course, everything else should be recycled as well, but you just don't get any money back. The next time you visit your local grocery store, simply bring back all your empty bottles and cans and take them to the store's Pfand machine that look like these. All you need to do is quickly feed them in and the conveyor belt takes them away. Each one is scanned and the screen shows you how much money you've made. Most bottles are 8 cents. Beer cans and large plastic bottles of soda and juice will get you 25 cents. Print out the receipt, bring it to the cashier, and they'll deduct the amount from your food purchase.
Another really interesting thing about the general checkout area is in the States you have candies and gum and whatever.
Which you have here as well.
Which you have here as well. In Germany you have candies, gum, little alcohols, like little nips of like Jägermeister.
I can show them real quick.
Do it.
Okay. So usually at a German Casa, you'll see a box like this that have these horrible sugary drinks that like the 18-year-old Germans love. The reason I have this is because my wife has it for a birthday party. So
Nice.
It's not what we usually keep stocked.
But also they have little cigarette machines sometimes where you say to the person, I would like a cigarette, please. And they say which one, you press a button, it comes out of a machine on the conveyor belt, and that's where you get your cigarettes. They're very little more loosey-goosey when it comes to alcohol and cigarettes in Germany.
Yeah, they're not really checking ID. Like in the US, it's like if you look under the age of 50, they check your ID for this kind of stuff. In Germany, not so much, as long as you look like you're 16 or older, because, in Germany you can buy beer at 16. So like they're pretty loosey-goosey. Now, one thing they're not loosey-goosey with is opening times. German grocery stores do not open on Sundays, which is kind of a big problem in Germany in general. Most everything is closed on a Sunday.
Unless you're a restaurant or a bar.
Yeah, but if you're a store, they have started this thing the past few years called like the Selling Sundays, where it's like one Sunday every 2 months. They'll let stores.
And everything's like 15% off, and people go absolutely bonkers. They go buck wild for this.
So make sure stock up on your food on Saturday, or else you're going to find yourself mighty hungry on come Sunday.
Especially those good Sunday breakfasts. You got to be careful.
Absolutely.
And also, there's no real 24-hour grocery stores that I've seen, at least.
Never seen them. And even in my tiny hometown where I grew up, less than 10,000 people, the huge grocery stores there, if you walked in at 3 a.m., it was still open and there was people stocking the shelves, and you could go buy yourself some frozen pancakes if you want.
Yeah, exactly. I think here in Berlin, they close around 10, 11 o'clock, 11 if you're lucky.
Depends where you are. Like when I lived in Munich a few years ago, most of the grocery stores in my area closed around like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
so
in villages you'll see
early.
8, 7, 8. Yeah. So keep that in mind. It's not like the United States. You can just buy anytime, anywhere you want. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's fine. Fun facts, everyone. You don't need an opinion on everything. Things just the way they are sometimes.
That's true, but I do want your opinion on this whiskey.
This I'll give
thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'll give a
meh.
Little.
Nice. And what are you going to give them?
I'm going to give you, everyone, a stay happy, stay thirsty, and stay selfless.
Try that again.
I'm going to give to everyone a stay safe, stay happy, and
stay thirsty.
That's it. Cheers.
Well, hello. I'm Geoff.
Go again.
Well, hello there. I'm Geoff.
And I'm Alex.